Okay, so as of 2014 coming to an end, I'll be talking about a few things like top 5 best things, and top 5 worst things that had happened in the cubing community of 2014. So, the first thing I would have to say I'm starting off with the top best 5 things of 2014. The top best 5 things of 2014 was, the first thing is the Yoda Minx. Here's a picture of the Yoda Minx. It's a dodecahedron puzzle along the lines of the Megaminx, but it has more layers than the Megaminx, and it's the highest order dodecahedron ever been built, and it was built by Matt Bonner last month in November. So it's a recent thing, but it's really massive and complicated. It's sort of like the 17 by 17 and the 13 by 13 of how big and complex it is. Second thing, but these top 5 things are in no particular order, but the second thing is that testing the Puzzle Ball. Well, Puzzle Ball is a new company. Well, Puzzle Ball is a puzzle that's a new puzzle from a company called Redmond Associates, which is a Walmart company, and I was gladly be picked to test the Puzzle Ball back in August. Not August, but April. Yeah. And the one that I'm holding right now is a pre-release testing version. So, yeah. This puzzle's not that hard to solve, and it's really fun, and I highly recommend it. Yeah. And the next thing would have to be the Oolong version 2 / failed 3x3 world record. Well, the story behind the Oolong version 2, not mine, but the concept of it, how it was created. A few months ago, Felix Zemdek got a 6.33 second solve. Or, well, 5.33 second solve. But when he stopped the timer, he had this problem, where the corner was twisted. And so what Moyu did was, in response to that, was revamp the Oolong, made the version 2 to prevent the corner twist. And it apparently worked. But what they really did was remade it so that it's better cube than the original, and they fixed Bunch's problem, and now it's a much better cube. So what they went through was the Oolong version 1, and then the Oolong version 2 first batch. That the first batch was not that good, so they did the second batch, which this part of the second batch, which is now a lot better. Yeah. And then, the next one is the 13 by 13. Now, I've put this on there because it's an accomplishment, because finally we got a mass-produced puzzle that had more layers than the 11 by 11, and that is no way dealing with the VQ pattern or any of those other stuff, and it's a really cool looking puzzle, and it just shows how we can manage to go so far, like that we can really put out, there's really no true limit of how many layers we can put onto a cube and still have it fully functional. And the last thing is helping Cubes for Speed. Now, this Oolong version 2 came from Cubes for Speed, which is a new cubing store that just started. And now, they're much more, they're like beginning to become much more popular, but they're still not that recognized. But they still are, they're like, compared to a store like HTN Outdoor or Litex all the way up here, while Cubes for Speed is down here a little bit. They're still not quite that popular as HTN Outdoor or Litex or whatever those stores are, but their shipping is really fast. Like, let's say you order it on a Monday. Order your cubes on Monday from that store, and they will ship it and get to you on Wednesday or Thursday, whenever they are. So it's like a quick few days, and bam, you place your order, they ship it, and then it's there a few days later at your house. So now, on to the worst, top 5 worst things of 2014. First thing is waiting on Moyu Cubes to come out. Like, for say, example, the Moyu 5x5, Moyu 6x6, Moyu Megaminx, Moyu 13x13, well, except for the Megaminx, the 6x6, 7x7, 13x13, and 5x5. 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, and 13x13 were all announced in the spring of 2014. That was like back in like April. And then the 7x7 came out in July, while the 5x5 came out in October, and the 6x6 came out in October. Well, actually, the 5x5 September, the 6x6 in October, and the 13x13 November. And then they recently announced the Moyu Megaminx back in April, not April, but August, and for some of those, the 5x5, they said that it would be out in like March or May, but it kept being pushed back to a later date. And same as with the 6x6 and 7x7 and the 13x13, and with the Megaminx, they said that it would be out in September, but it's not out yet. I don't see the problem. It's probably due to the fact that they have delays of getting the molds together and all that stuff, and then stuff like that. Next thing is not going to competition. Well, this year I was planning to go, signed up, and planned to go to a competition, but my parents told me I couldn't go because of some stupid reason. Yeah, and I missed it out, and missed out on a lot of fun there. And this next one is, not many people are wanting to try my mod service, because they think, oh, I'm gonna just ruin the cubes and mod a 4x4 into something like this. Well, technically, I would do that, do this mod to someone sends out 4x4, but only if they request it. And whatever is shown on my mod website is what I will do. So yeah, I've gotten like about maybe 10 people to have their cubes modded by me, and they liked it, and they really definitely loved it. Plus, also I've recently added, back in like June, I think it was July or something like that, I added my Nightmare Bandits cube to the website, and now, right now, I'm currently saving up my money, and saving up my Christmas money so that I can buy a bunch of Why They Go On Long, so that I can make them into the Nightmare Bandits cube and sell them, so that I would have pre-made cubes to sell instead of having people send me the cubes for me to mod and stuff like that. And I'm working on getting that worked out. And then next thing would be overpriced Moyu Big Cube. Like for say the 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, and the 13x13. Well, except for the 13x13, but the 5 through 7x7 are a bit overpriced. They're like about VQ pricing compared to like Shengshao pricing. For the 5x5, the Moyu 5x5 is about $35, while the Shengshao 5x5 is $10. The Moyu 6x6 is about $40, while the Shengshao 6x6 is $25, and the Moyu 7x7 is $45, while the Shengshao 7x7 is like $30 or $25 or something like that. And the Osu is also a bit overpriced compared to the Shengshao 4x4, which is about $6 to $10 depending on where you buy it. And recently, Moyu has released a mini Osu, so they have it. The Cubicle has the mini Osu up for pre-order, and the mini Osu is a 60mm 4x4. And then the last thing is the Moyu Dayanma. Now, this Dayanma is the cube that came right after the Liang, that was, and then after the Weilong, and so, stuff like that. So, many people thought this would be a really good cube, but there's many opinions on this cube saying that many people like it, many people don't like it. It's like half and half of the people that use and own one of these Dayanma don't like it or like it. It's unlike something like the Oolong or the Weilong, where many people like it. It's just that this has a few problems where it's like many people don't like it because it's slow and sluggish, and the middle layer, when doing the middle layer slicing, it just doesn't feel right. But for me, I set it up and modded it and worked it in and all this, and I like mine, and it's perfectly good for me. But many people don't like it. So yeah, it was like a big letdown, because it was like many people were getting hyped over this thing, saying that it will be better than the Weilong, or just as good as the Weilong, but this was not as good as the Weilong. So, let me know what your top best 5 and best worst of 2014 was. So, stay subscribed, and also subscribe to my gaming channel, MacMan Games, for gaming content, if you want to watch gaming content. Everything, all those links for my other channel and some of this other stuff will be in the description, so go check them out. Yeah.